Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Danye. Today is Sunday, the 16th of July, and it's my weekly physique and progress update on my reverse diet. So I'm super pumped to share this with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer on my phone for 2 minutes because last week I didn't realize that you can't see the timing on the video right here, and I want to give folks about 2 minutes to be able to jump on. So I'm going to let that go for about 2 minutes. But let me know if you're jumping on right now. I'd love to know where you're from. Even if you're on the replay, let me know where you're from and whether you do reverse dieting or not, whether you do flexible dieting or not. Let me know like what your level of understanding with reverse dieting is, or if you're new to flexible dieting or macronutrient tracking. Give me some hearts. Let me know that you're here so that I know like who's interacting with the video, because I don't see, like I can see that there's people viewing, but I can't see like who you are or where you're from. So let me know who I'm like talking to. What else? Vita, come here. You want to say good morning? You want to say good morning? This is Vita. Well, Abita. He's named after a beer. Yes, you are. You're named after beer. Yeah, in Abita Springs, Louisiana. He's named after beer because that's my favorite kind. Yes, I do like beer, and I do drink it here and there. Not very often, but I do like it. It's probably my favorite type of alcohol. Shelby's in the corner over there. Yes, I'm talking to you. She's just hanging out. But I'm excited. I haven't had too much. I've had progress, but it's kind of strange to talk about progress in your reverse because it's totally different from the progress that you would be talking about in your actual like a dieting or cutting phase. So it's not like, oh, I lost weight or oh, my energy levels are down. No, actually, it's quite the opposite. So I'm excited to talk about that. If you have not checked already, or if you're not on Instagram, or if you haven't seen that, I did already post my physique update photos on Instagram, as well as my weigh-ins for this whole past week, so that you guys could see like kind of what I'm doing day by day, as well as a screenshot of MyFitnessPal overall macronutrients for each day from this past week, so you can really get a feel for the whole picture, not just like what I look like, but like what I weighed in at all week long and what I ate all week long. And you're more than welcome. I keep my MyFitnessPal open to public, so if you want to go and be my friend on there and see like how I track my macros and what I'm eating each day to hit my numbers, I leave that open so that you can do that, and I want to be your friend. So go be my friend on MyFitnessPal. My username is Danye O'Mahony 42. So you just have to search that. So it's just DANYE OMAHONEY 42, and that should pop up my personal information and, well, my personal food intake. That is my personal information. So that's pretty cool. A bunch of you guys have already started doing that, and so I hope it helps you. Let me know if you're one of those people who is actually friends with me on MyFitnessPal, and we haven't met yet, so that way I can make sure I go and say hi to you, because I like meeting new people. But yeah, I think we're probably about at the 2 minute mark. I just wanted to give folks a second to jump on. Maybe I never hit start. Okay, so for those of you watching the replay, hopefully you just jumped to this point in time, but I'm going to go ahead and get started with my physique update. So this is my third week in a reverse diet from post-bikini bodybuilding show, and this information is good for anybody that just has any interest in flexible dieting or reverse dieting. It's not specific to bikini bodybuilding competitors, so please don't click out if you hear bikini bodybuilding and you're like, well, I just want to be fit for life. This applies to you, I promise. So third week reverse diet. So when I finished my show, I think show day, I was probably around 115. And then I ate a whole bunch of sodium-filled and processed foods for a couple of days, really enjoyed everything, got up to about 121, I think. But then I jumped right back on track. So I did kind of a week of untracked meals, and then I got back on track the next week and started tracking my macronutrients again. And my first week, I was eating about 40 grams of fat, because I immediately bumped up from 30 to 40 grams of fat, because I was in a caloric deficit for about 6 or 7 months. So I really just needed to increase some calories right away. So 40 grams of fat is where I start off with. I think I started off with about, I went from 145 down to 130 protein, because I just don't need that much protein in the off season. I'd rather eat more carbohydrates versus protein to help me gain more lean muscle mass. So I brought my protein down, and my carbs I brought up. I was eating probably 100 to 150 grams of carbs like peak week in the week before, so I bumped that up to 190. And so slowly I've been increasing over the weeks. And last week, this whole past week, I was eating 45 grams of fat a day, 130 grams of protein a day, and 210 grams of carbs a day. It wasn't perfect every day. That's okay. If I was in a contest prep, or if I did have a specific weight loss goal or a weight gaining goal, then I would be really to a T, maybe within 1 or 2 grams of each macronutrient, but I'm not. So it's been a little bit more flexible, trying to stay within about 5 or so grams. And then I've allowed myself 2 untracked meals because I just want to take that time and enjoy the time with friends and family. I still track the rest of the day, and then I probably leave myself about 1/4 of my macros left, and then I just eat mindfully, but I enjoy it. I eat when I'm hungry, I stop when I'm full. And for me right now, it is just more important at this point in time to allow myself a mental break and to just go enjoy that time with family and friends. So I highly encourage you to do the same. Kind of like when you go to the gym, like you probably need a day off once a week, something like that. Maybe it's a little different for you, but I work out 5, maybe 6 days a week, and then I really need 1 to 2 rest days. It's fairly similar for nutrition and tracking. And so unless you have a very specific goal and you have to be on point, maybe give yourself a day off. Maybe give yourself an untracked meal here or there. Maybe treat yourself to a little bit of extra dessert now and then. You know, that's okay. You need a mental break sometimes. So that's what I did. And so this morning, I weighed in at 115.4 on 2 different scales. So I'm not like crazy about the scale, but I have one that is in like our guest bathroom and one that is in our master bathroom. And the master bathroom one is, it's attached to my Fitbit and the Wi-Fi, so it automatically uploads into my phone. So just for curiosity's sake, usually on the days that I'm actually like weighing in and talking about it, I just like to see if the scales match up, because some days they do and some days they don't. And I feel like when I weigh in more often, I have more data points to give me a better average. So I do try to weigh in every day. So this morning, 115.4, and then I think my average for the whole week was 115.2, but you can go check that out on my Instagram post. If you swipe, it should be, I think, the second photo. So that's pretty cool. And so here's the physique update at 115.4. So I'm pretty happy with it. Actually, I'm really happy with it. I mean, there's nothing to not be happy about. So other than, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but maybe take a look at my Instagram photo. I feel like I'm a little crooked. And I know I've heard other bodybuilders talk about this before, is they need to get adjusted, because we do, you know, these like twisted side poses, and we have this specific way that we like twist our body, and we get used to kind of getting in that position. And so I feel like when I stand up straight and I look back at my photos, I'm like, I'm crooked. I don't know. Let me know if you get the same vibe. So here's the back view. This is totally unposed. If I was going to be posing, I would probably do something like this. But that's the back view. Really, my strength and my energy levels have gone up in the gym, which is good. Makes me super happy. I love lifting, and I'm sure some of y'all have felt this way before, and let me know if you have or you haven't. But you know, when you get towards the end of either a prep, or you know, you get real deep into a caloric deficit, your energy levels are so low and you really just don't feel like going to the gym. And it's frustrating, because most of us, we really love the gym, or we have grown to enjoy the gym because we see all the mental and physical benefits that it gives us. I mean, our energy levels go up, we feel happier around our friends and family. Our friends and family like being around us more. You know, we're able to handle more in our daily lives. So, you know, there's just so many awesome benefits to going to the gym. I kind of lost my train of thought. Anyway, so that's my physique update. So now what I'm going to change, this is what I'm going to change for this upcoming week. So like I said before, currently I'm at 45 grams of fat, 130 protein, and 210 carbs. So I'm going to leave my fats and proteins the same this week, but I'm going to increase my carbs from 210 to 220. So 220 grams of carbs a day, which is great because I'm still feeling a little hungry at the end of the night, and I definitely wake up starving. The progress photos that I took for Instagram this morning, I was totally fasted, had not had anything to drink or to eat, but this right now I've had 2 slices of cinnamon raisin Ezekiel bread and some water. So I'll be eating some more breakfast after this video, but I was super hungry and I knew I would have a little bit more energy if I just got something in my stomach. So that's what I'm going to change as far as macronutrients go. And then for my cardio, this past 2 weeks, I've done 5 times a week, 25 minutes of interval training. And I say interval training because I used to refer to it as high intensity interval training, but really true HIIT cardio is when you're doing like 15 to 20 second sprints. You're going all out and you really, like, your body can't do anymore after that sprint. And you have to rest for like at least maybe 90 seconds, maybe 2 minutes in between sprints so that you can like get your heart rate back down and get the energy back up to do another sprint. So right now I'm just doing like jumping on some sort of cardio equipment in the gym and doing 1 minute very, very slow and then 1 minute as fast as I can. And then every 2 minutes I'll increase the intensity level by 1 just to keep pushing me a little bit. So I feel really good. I feel like I have a ton of energy for that, but I do want to continue to taper back on my cardio and increase my food, hence the reversing the diet, where in a regular diet you're increasing your cardio and you're decreasing your food because you want to lose weight or you want to lose fat. And here I'm trying to gain lean muscle mass while minimizing fat gain because I want to do this slowly, and I have a goal to look really great at my wedding in 6 months, and so I don't want to just jump into eating a ton of food and putting on a bunch of weight, even though sometimes my body is like, just go eat more food, just go eat an extra slice of pizza. I'm like, I love you, pizza, but we just gotta wait a minute. We just gotta slow down and keep it slow and steady. That way I can maintain the body composition that I want to, but still put on some size, but we're just doing this slowly and methodically. So for cardio, the adjustment that's gonna be made is instead of 5 sessions of 25 minutes, we're gonna do 5 sessions of 23 minutes. So it's just 1 less interval, essentially. So that's what I'm doing for my macros and my cardio update. You've seen my physique update. My workouts are not really changing much. I am just simply actually tracking my workouts now. I kind of stopped tracking my workouts and writing everything down for about a month or so before my last show, and then for the week or so after. So I just have a little notebook that I bring into the gym with me. I know there's a bunch of apps and stuff out there now, but I really like writing it down. I feel very accomplished when I like write it down and check it off. So I just write down the exercise and the sets and the reps and the weights that I use. That way I know when I go back and look at it the next week or 2 weeks later and I want to do that same workout, I can say, oh, well, these are the weights that I did. And oh, I wrote L right there. Okay, that means it was pretty light. I should probably bump up the weight. And that way it kind of helps me push myself a little bit more because I realize what was heavy, what was light, where I can improve, what I need to work on, things like that. So that's how I do it. Feel free to do it whatever way you want, but that way works for me. I enjoy it. But other than that, I'm excited. Should be a good week. I don't think anything crazy is going on with this week. Just a lot of business. Oh, if you missed the last video, the video before, I think it was the last video, I made an announcement about the revamping of my online program for fitness empowerment. So it's called the Fitness Empowerment Blueprint. I'm very excited to share this with you guys if you haven't seen that video already. But it's going to be an online program. It's very, very, there's just so much to it. And so I'm being very selective with my application process. So if you are someone who is like in some sort of a rut with your training, you feel like you're in a lull, you're really working hard to meet some weight loss goals, but you don't know where to go and you need some guidance, you need some structure. Maybe you've been in a caloric deficit for a really long time. Maybe you've been yo-yo dieting. Maybe you've had a huge injury and you kind of just been down on yourself and you just need like a community to go to, and you need a little bit of guidance, you need some motivation, and you're not really sure how to come back from that. I've been in a lot of these situations and my clients have been in a lot of these situations, so we're really good at navigating like what direction might be good for you. Like I said, it is going to be a very strict application process. I'm only taking in a select few people that really and truly are dedicated to making their body composition change and their life change. Like, this is a lifestyle that you have to make good forever. It's got to be something that you want to enjoy and do forever. So I'm only going to take on clients that are just absolutely 100% dedicated. They're ready to go. They're ready to make the change. Like, they can't wait to apply because they have got to make a change. So I'm super excited to work with those of you that feel that this is probably the program for you. And that's all I can say about that. But if you are interested, my email is down below. Just shoot me an email. It's dannyo'mahony42@gmail.com. Let me know. Just make the title and the headline like, I need to make a change. I'm ready to make a change right now. So that's all you need to do. Very simple to start your application process. But other than that, I think the only other thing I wanted to mention is that my girl Holly, who I've been working with for quite some time, she's down 21 pounds as of this week, and I'm so excited to get her on this channel and do an interview with her, hopefully in the next month or so. But I'm going to put a progress photo of her up on Instagram in a little bit because she sent me a new one last night, and I'm just so proud of her. And like, she's just been a blessing to work with, and she's made so much progress, and she's just learned so much. And the best thing about it is that she's made this a true lifestyle. She, I feel like, has achieved so much balance in her life. She still goes out and enjoys her glass of wine a couple times a week. She eats what she wants, but she's learned how to track in the proper way, and she's added in the right amount of workout for her. And she's dealt with some serious injuries in the past too. So, you know, she's had some struggles just like a lot of people have, but she has made it, you know, she's been bound and determined to beat that struggle, and she totally has, and she's only going to improve from here. But I'm excited to hopefully get her on this channel for an interview in the next probably month or two. So keep an eye out for that, and you can see her progress picture on Instagram in a little bit. But other than that, I want you guys to have a wonderful Sunday. I'm about to head here I'm looking at my watch like I got one. I'm about to head to church here in a few minutes, so I need to get out of this and put on something a little bit more appropriate for church. So I'm going to go do that, but until next time, which should be Tuesday for a full day of eating, go be empowered to make a change in your life and take the next step on your health and fitness journey. Bye, y'all.